Alright, what do we got here, YouTube? Maxpeedingrods. Weird name. But if you guys watch my YouTube, you've seen me use these before. I've been using them before. They didn't even come in a nice box. I mean, they were just a standard box back in the day. And honestly, like I said, for some of my reviews, I've had great luck with these. These aren't too bad for a budget coilover. These have honestly been pretty damn good, and they continue to evolve and upgrade and still offer pretty good coilovers at a really reasonable price. Are they top of the line? Are they my favorite, my first pick? If I was building something very serious longevity, no. But for something for a couple of years, or I'm gonna build and sell, definitely not a bad gig. They really ride pretty nice, and shit, I had mine for almost 4 years and never had a problem with them on the CRV. So let's check it out. Okay, guys, this is what they look like. I changed the camera angle around, took them out of the box, wiped them down a little bit and everything, just to kind of show you what you guys got here. Basically, you got your adjusting tools, which I'm sure you guys know. They give you just a little Allen wrench because these are adjustable dampering. I believe the 36-way adjustable. I'll find out for sure when I put it on the video. I'll put it on the screen here. You got 4 different washers. I'm not exactly sure what those are for. I'm wondering if it's for a different, for if maybe on the EG, EK, or the DC, depending. I know you could swap these around in a few little, or on actually a lot of the different Civics and Integras, because of the way they're designed. But these are the rear, these two. These are obviously the front. I already did put the collars on for the EG/EJ. You're going to need the collars because they're a little bit thicker down at the bottom than they are for the EF and I think the EK. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've messed with them, but these are Maxpeedingrods. These are cheaper coilovers, but they aren't too bad for the price. I've had good luck with 4 sets so far, treating me right. This is supposed to be a little bit better, like their in-between brand. I guess they now have, they're really cheap. They're a little bit better, which these are, and then they have a little bit better on top of that, which are the blue rated springs and different setup. But these are pretty clean. I like the silver and black. They're going to go really good with the Blackworks Racing lower control arms and the black body and everything. And she wants to go with purple and black, basically. So in the long term, maybe we'll go to D2 coilovers or something like that, just because they got the purple setup. But for now, these will work. They were within the budget, and it definitely needed new suspension. So we'll see how these look. I'll film putting them on here, or not do the film and put it on, but I'll show them afterwards once I get them on the car. Alright, so we got every corner done except for the passenger rear, which has been a real bitch. You guys can see the rust there. Fortunately, right now, don't have the funds to get everything brand new on here, but eventually will. So a lot of this stuff will all be replaced, and you won't see a lot of the rust, or there won't be any. And then the little bit that's on the body, hopefully it will get repaired. It definitely needs new trailer arm bushing. It's gonna need camber arms, which I should have some extra ones of those by the time I'm done. But basically what I've been fighting is, of course, the bolt snapped, and right back here I'm trying to cut off this one. I already cut it off inside, already drilled the hole through the other side a little bit because it did break, so you feel focus. And of course, the one that holds the strut on, if you see them over there, I had to take the lower control arms off with the struts and then cut through the strut piece to get the ABS line out. That wasn't a surprise. Up here where you get rust and everything, that's almost a given every single time. But I was surprised on how difficult the right side was compared to the left with the bolts. And yeah, here's the dust shield I chopped up. I'm gonna make it look a little bit nicer. Eventually I'm just gonna take them off, so it's not an extreme need for them. I'm not gonna be going down dirt roads constantly. But yeah, as you can see, and the rust was so bad it wallowed out that hole. Actually, where I was drilling around was the actual hole, and that you can see where the rust has just like corroded it. So I'm gonna have to use a washer on there and a washer on the back and bigger nut just to just to be safe, but it'll be fine. The rest of the metal's good. But yeah, so we got them on the front here. You can kind of see them. Let's see if I can get a better, I think this front hub's turned a little bit. Yeah, right here. So got them on. I got to measure them all up, make sure they're at the right spot. Gonna need a new tie rod ends and inner and outer. And that boot's torn, found that out. Plus, of course, bushings and stuff. But like I said, over time, that one's on. At least we got this step done, so we can kind of go from there. But did a number of things also to the engine bay. New spark plugs, new antifreeze, coolant. Didn't end up doing a radiator because I forgot the Skunk 2 radiator is for a manual and doesn't have the bottom oil coolers, and I want to keep the OEM oil cooler running through the bottom of the radiators because those are known to do very well, and that's why Honda designed it that way. Plus maybe add an aftermarket cooler down the road that runs along with it. It already had new plugs, wires, or sorry, plug wires, cap and rotor. Did new transmission fluid. It's got a brand new O2 sensor on there, I found out too. And this one was snapped off inside there. So unfortunately I had to drill it out. I got a helic oil kit I'm gonna try. Hopefully everything will go good with that. I'm gonna pull the valve cover back off and just put it on for now. And for now, we're going with the OEM headlights. I put brighter bulbs in them. But we're gonna have to go with aftermarket because this one has a hole in it and it's getting condensation and the corner lights have cracks. So we're just gonna do some black housing with some smoke amber corners, which I think will look good on there. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else I really did other than get rid of the bottom air box that was on there because it has aftermarket intake. Oh, a new axle. I did do a new passenger side axle because the axle was completely shot. It's in the box now. And then you can see where somebody ran into something and hit something on the front here and pushed the subframe way up on the front. That's the only damage I can see, actually. It looks like they did put a red front end on this at one time and it had more damage. Honestly, everything looks straight and lines up. The headlights line up really good with the corner lights. If you look in the fenders, they did a good job, whoever did this the first time, but somebody ran into something down below and smashed it up pretty good underneath under that cross member. I'm hoping that if we keep this long term, we can pull that out and actually just, you know, pull it straight and hopefully be okay, and line up as close to perfect as it can on the bottom, because up top isn't too bad. So, and then of course I'll push down those, you can see where the radiator's kind of pushed up in the AC just a little, push down those brackets, and should all be good and line back up, I hope. But other than that, she's doing pretty good. I didn't find any crazy surprises. Got a new fuel filter in there, so I actually found a little bit of good surprises, more than I thought. But it is going to need new motor mounts and freshen up the engine bay, clean up a few things, and of course we're going to do an aftermarket exhaust header. We're going to do wheels, suspension, headlights, new bumpers, front lip, just small things over time, and then get it looking nice for her to be able to just cruise around and enjoy. So yeah, it's gonna be a long project. This one won't be a fast one, just because there's so many other stuff that I got to get finished on, and poor Prelude's so dirty right now. Look at it, look at all that dust. I got to get done on the other two Preludes and the CRV. And we picked up an MDX too for her to daily drive, because it was just a really good deal, and that needs a little bit of work done to it too. So yeah, I'll show you guys. Stay tuned for when it is lowered. It should be here at the end of the video on the ground, so we'll check that out. All right guys, here she is. Ignore the damaged bumper and fucked up headlights and corner lights. New ones on the way, new lip down the road, but she's sitting pretty. Took her down the road. She rides pretty darn nice. Fitment is pretty much where we want it to be, but I'm gonna put my wheels that are on my 93 Prelude on here once my new wheels come. So there's definitely gonna be some adjustments, but we're gonna let it settle and sit, but man, just the difference on how high it's set up to how it looks now. Now bear with us, I know it still needs a lot of work, but we've only had it for a couple of weeks, so things will be a little bit slower right now because we got some other stuff to focus on, but at least we got this done. And you can see the Black Works Racing lower control arms, sorry. I did say that I thought the EX had a sway bar and a rear sway bar, and I thought it did. You can't see it past the OEM muffler, just barely there, but it does not. So that may be an upgrade for later. I can probably put an SI if I can find one from a stock one from a hatchback laying around, or if someone's got one that they upgraded, because not trying to make nothing crazy, but it would be nice to have a handle just a little bit nicer for her, and I could probably bolt it right up to those Black Works Racings and all the OEM spots. But yeah, guys, there she is. I'll update with the new wheels on, and putting these wheels up for sale, and hopefully soon we'll get that bumper lip and headlights, because that's killing it. Oh yeah, new mirror too. So we did do a new mirror. Got lucky, a guy on eBay had an OEM one, black. Pretty decent shape, probably the best painted thing on the vehicle right now. But yeah, so she's got a good working mirror now. The other one was all busted if you guys saw the video before. So yeah, this project's gonna take a little while. We got a lot of other things to focus on, like I said, but it will come along, and hopefully one day it'll be looking nice and beautiful sitting next to the Prelude. Along with this guy, this one's coming along too, so I almost have it all ready to get the exhaust done for a tune, and like I said, just a lot of things popped up, got to get done, so getting ready to pull this back in and finish a few things with her. But she is moving under her own power right now. Definitely needs a tune, but at least she's down on the ground. I'll show more videos on her too lately. This is the 94 SI, and then that's the 93 SI. Poor thing's all dusty. And the 99 CRV, and we do have an 01 Acura MDX too now. I haven't done a video on that, will be coming soon. Hopefully gonna lift that and have something for a little winter beater, daily driver, kind of off-roader. So all right guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and if there's any questions you got or any other thoughts on videos, let me know on content you want to see.